Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. Today I am brought by my partner for Diablo Immortal. What we're going to be doing is talking about some of the things you can expect from us, the content creators, as well as from the game coming up. First and foremost, Brad, welcome to the channel. Fly Elite is here to talk about it. How are you doing today?
Yo, what's going on? Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too. So we actually have some pretty interesting stuff planned. We're going to talk about in just a second here. We actually got sponsored to make some clans for you guys under basically a big brand name. So it's going to be really exciting stuff. Can't quite mention that just yet, but it's a little bit of a sneak peek. So first and foremost here, let's talk about Diablo Immortal. Coming out June 2nd. They've already, look at this, they have already hit 30 million players have pre-registered as of April 25th. That is 15 days ago. They had hit 30 million pre-registers. Wait, I mean, I'm thinking this is going to be breaking 50 million, 60, 70, 80 million pre-registers before we even get to launch. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen numbers like this on a mobile game. Have you?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be up there with the biggest, like, yeah, but in terms of like a day one launch for a mobile game, probably not. The market is evolving so fast and mobile's become so hype in the last 3 or 4 years that this will be the biggest release kind of since then.
Especially since it's cross-play, meaning if you're a PC player, a phone player, even a controller player, they have support for people who play on controller both with your phone, iOS, Android, as well as with the PC client as well. So they are, and of course they got Barbarian, Crusader, Demon Hunter, Monk, Necromancer, Wizard. They got all of it. Now, me, myself, I'm going to be playing a Necromancer. Did you settle on your class, Brad?
I was always a Demon Hunter main, in like Diablo 3 and stuff was my best class. I would probably tend to lean towards that, but I'm always willing to kind of play whatever works best for the team. So I would say probably like 75% chance I go Demon Hunter and 25% chance I end up filling something else.
So if you're looking for Diablo Immortal information for a Demon Hunter, Brad's going to be your guy. And I personally am going to be playing Necromancer. This right here is my channel where you can find all the Diablo Immortal content. It's DM Diablo Immortal. You might not know I actually own this channel. I'll have a link to this in the top. Go ahead, subscribe to this channel, head on over there because that's where I'm going to be pumping out the information. And we have a lot more stuff in the works other than just what we're mentioning here that we can't quite get into just yet. But I'm already pumping out videos right on this. Okay, now when the game comes out, we are going to be recruiting for some clans. Now, Brad's putting together sort of a cluster of clans here. Do you want to break down a little bit of the info that maybe we can share at this point?
Sure, yeah. Well, and hopefully, you know, we're gonna be full announcement soon. Like I'm working on getting it within the next few days. You know, we're trying to do something big and partner up to do something really fun. And whenever you do something like that, there's a lot of moving parts. There's a lot of people in the loop, so a lot of things to kind of get ironed out and get ready to rock. But yeah, we're gonna be basically you know, doing a really huge and fun and competitive community and team for Diablo Immortal and not only Diablo Immortal, but a lot of big games in the future, you know, on top of that later on. So we're looking forward to getting that announced. You're obviously a big part of all of that going on, so you know a little bit about it, but stay tuned. Hopefully by the end of this week, we'll be able to actually go live with some of that stuff, and instead of just kind of teasing it, be able to kind of get everybody fully in the loop.
Sounds good. And in order to be into these clans, basically we need to hand pick 99 players, which means if you have any interest in Diablo Immortal, not only do you need to go to the YouTube channel, you need to join the Discord that's in the pinned comment right now, because that Discord is where I'm personally going to be handpicking the 99 different players that are going to be within my particular clan. And that clan, we're going to be pushing for something called the Immortal in the game, which is basically the best clans in the world get something called the Immortal, and that alone is a really big deal because everyone within the clan is going to get some bonuses. I'll get to pick out and basically give out some bonus buffs and things like that to you guys. So if you want to be part of that, join the Discord down below, follow the YouTube channel, follow Brad as well, because we're going to have a lot of information coming out on this, and they're constantly coming out with updates. They've already been releasing a new zone that was not in the beta, and you have lots of information. I'll put a link to this too, because it's a really interesting read. They have voice lines. I'll just play one of them real quick here. You can kind of hear the audio of what it's going to sound like. I mean, some pretty hardcore horns there. Let's hear.
You will never break my spirit.
That's pretty good. I mean, the voice acting is going to be good. The game is looking pretty hype. So you can take this video as your hype train start announcement and letting you know where you can get all the information at, and the fact that the pre-registers are going absolutely crazy. Now, one thing we talked about was the classes, Necromancer, Demon Hunter is what you're going to be playing in particular. Do you think that it really matters too much what class people play, or you think people are going to be able to really pick Barbarian, Crusader, Demon Hunter, Monk, Necromancer, Wizard, any of these, and still have a good time with the game?
Yep, obviously have to give it the normal massive caveats. Things are we've only ever seen a beta and things are subject to change, but by everything we know now in terms of talking to top players and consuming content and learning about the game, it looks like at least every class has some benefits that would make them fun to play, and it doesn't look like there's any class that's like a complete trash can where you have to feel bad about picking them. It looks like everything's mostly viable. So on top of everything, I would say have fun with it, because picking your class is going to be a big deal in Diablo Immortal. They're kind of structuring the game around you kind of having a main and being themed around one specific class and role. So it's going to be really important that you enjoy that class, that you're excited about playing that class. So I would recommend that above everything else. But also work with your friends and have a good diverse group. Maybe if you've got 5 or 6 friends, have each class going. That way you've got all of the options available to you. Like if you've got 4 friends, maybe don't be 3 barbarians and 1 necro. Maybe try to switch it up a little bit, work with each other. But number one, just kind of pick the class that looks more appealing to you, because it's most important that you enjoy it.
Also, one little tidbit, even though the pre-register tells you that you have to pre-register in order to get the cosmetic items, if you actually read the terms of service, what it says is you have to go through and beat the tutorial within 30 days of the game launch. So if you didn't get the pre-register in, don't worry, you can still get that cosmetic gear that's only going to be for the first month of gameplay. So that first launch is going to be pretty important if you want to have at least some unique stuff that no one else further down the line is going to be able to have, and showing that you were there basically during the first season, more or less. Now, there's not really seasons or hardcore in this version of Diablo, but there is what we're going to call battle pass seasons, which they're going to have battle passes, and people have been talking about pay to win, so we're going to mention just very briefly about that, okay? This game is going to be a mobile game. There will be money you can spend in the game. I don't think that's going to ruin the enjoyment of the game, and the battle pass is supposed to be the majority of what it is you want to purchase. From what I understand, the battle pass was $5.99, I think was the pricing of it.
I don't even know, to be sure. Maybe and I don't, but yeah, it's a normal battle pass. It'll be somewhere between like $5 and $25, somewhere in there.
Right. So if you're wondering, you're coming from Raid, you're wondering how much money do I need to expect to be spending to just keep up and be able, like, to get in a clan like mine, I'm not expecting thousands of dollars. I'm expecting something like the battle pass, like $5, $6, and a lot of gameplay. It has no energy systems, so you can grind infinitely as much as you possibly want to in order to get as much possible rewards as you want to, meaning you can just go kill the bosses over and over and over again and get drops until you get the right drop, etc. So I wouldn't worry about that aspect as much. I don't think it's going to be ruining the game for the vast majority of players. I think if you're wanting to be the very best in the entire world, it's a thing. Otherwise, don't worry about it. There's a lot of negative hype coming right now about the pay-to-win stuff. A lot of that's coming from people like Asmongold, who watch a video. I watched Asmongold stream the other day. He watched a video of a guy who played the beta way back when the beta had just started, who was talking about one person in particular who had paid to win a lot of money, and Asmongold watches that video, and then comes out and, it's like, oh, the game's 200% pay to win's the title of his video and all that. But he's never even played the game. So personally, I just give the game a chance would be my own personal opinion about that, and see
That's
what you
social media in a nutshell. You see one thing and then you go and blast an opinion about it. So that's how it works.
That's basically what's happening. As far as I understand, it's actually one of the better games in terms of non-pay to win on mobile, because you actually get to play as much as you want, and actually playing as much as you want with no limitations, no required resources, and you can get power from that. That's just one man's opinion. I could be wrong. I've been wrong about stuff before, but if you're hyped about the game, don't let it kill it for you. Here's the YouTube channel. Brad, you got any last comments here? I think we're getting bordering right around about that time for this video.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me. It's always exciting when a new big title comes out, because a lot of people are going to be playing it, and we'll have to see how the launch goes. It should be a lot of fun here for the next couple months.
And there's one video here with that Brad's in as well. If I was you guys, I would go here, watch this one. This is everything you need to know about Diablo Immortal. It's a 3-hour podcast of me, Echo Hack, Cold Brew, and of course Brad. And we talk about everything you want to know. If you want to discuss Pay to Win more and hear the actual breakdown of all the technical details of it, it's in this video. If you want to hear which class is best, it's in this video. Everything you can want to know about the game is right in this video, so I'd recommend going and watching this one. And Brad has a copy of this one too. If you go, you probably already know his channel.
And we're gonna be doing kind of a part 2 of that going over some more stuff that Echo Hack wanted to cover. So we'll be 69 likes. Nice, perfect. I love my
beautiful.
viewers.
I'm gonna ruin it for you.
Oh, you ruined it. Come on now, Darth.
Now someone can unlike and bring it back. All right, Brad. Thanks for coming on this one. We'll see you guys on the next podcast, then the 2.0 for Diablo Immortal, and join the Discord if you want to be in the clan. That's it. That's the announcement we had to get out. Stay tuned for the bigger announcement. I'm sure Brad's going to be the one that's announcing the real big announcement coming shortly. So with all that,
not a very flattering face that you paused on there for me, but that's all right.
You're looking very Simpson-like. Don't you look like a Simpsons character sort of in this photo a little bit? You're like, kind of like Lenny. You know, from Simpsons.
The one I always get is Biff from Back to the Future.
Back to the Future. I don't think you look like Biff. I don't see it personally.
I don't think so either. But I've seen like 10 different people say that to me in comment sections.
I get dollar store Blake Anderson. That's the comment I always get, right? And everyone always thinks they're the first one to say it. But all right, we're off topic. All right, everybody. See you in Diablo more.